Welcome back. Now we're going to talk about configuring the company object. So I've got here by clicking on the settings wheel in the top right hand corner, and under objects I've come and I've selected companies. Very similar to the contact object and the other object setups actually, where we can first of all set up the company object and show what it's going to include and what the automations for it are going to be. So we click here to go back to the property section to create new properties for companies if we wanted to, and we can customize the company create form just by clicking here. So this allows us to add or make essential various fields. If we stick make required on there, that will mean that you won't be able to create a company without having that piece of data included. We can also configure the automation here, so we can automatically create and associate companies with contacts when they're added. That's really useful. And fill all company properties using the HubSpot Insights database. Now, this is really useful so you can see something in those company properties, but just be aware that it's a database, and like anything else, it's got some errors in it. So don't take everything that you see in there for granted. If we now get to the Associations tab, we can now associate records for the first time of the same association type. As we can see, I'll get rid of the tour actually. And this allows us to associate companies to companies, contacts to companies, tickets to companies, and so on. Configure the amount of associations that we want to have and create association labels. So for instance, if you do have a contact associated to a company, for instance, and that contact is the decision maker, then you could make a label, say, in decision maker, so you would know what the relationship between the company and the contact was. And an example here you can see of a company that's a child company and a parent company, so it's going to allow us to be able to see the relationship within companies to companies. When it comes to the life cycle stage, very similar to contacts. A company itself can be a subscriber, a lead, marketing qualified lead, sales qualified lead, or an opportunity. As you can see, we can't edit those here. We would edit those sections within the contact lifecycle stage. Record customization, very similar to the contact record customization. If you click into the default view, then you'll be able to add and remove, edit and remove cards from the left-hand side. And similarly, you can add cards and remove cards to the associations on the right-hand side. And we can also, if we exit out of that, can also create views for teams. So we can have a specific view for the sales team or the marketing team or the customer service team to get rid of any extraneous information. We're also able to configure the preview screen, and this is when you hover or click on a company without going into it, the little pop-up at the side, so we can see what we want to add on there. And again, if you want to, we can get rid of all the stuff that we don't want to see, stuff that we're going to find perhaps a little bit distracting. So that's setting up the company object in data management.